Hello, good evening, this is Diecast Luna. I hope you're all doing well. Welcome back to another episode of Friday Night Custom, part 2, actually, of the 66 Dodge Charger from Matchbox that last week I was going to do a wheel swap on, and I did do a wheel swap, and then I decided, excuse me, that I wanted to go a different direction with it, and I said that I would leave it up to you, the YouTube community, the diecast community, sorry, to decide what I should do with the car. And funnily enough, I had quite a lot of votes for doing a full custom. So a full custom is what I have done, but it's been a bit interesting along the way. So basically I did do a full custom and everything was going really well with the car, and when I went to put the last lacquer coat on, or went to put the finishing coats of lacquer on, I could not get it to go right. It kept orange peeling, and if I applied more it made it worse, so then I had to strip it all back and do it again. And I just, I don't know what it is, I got a funny feeling it might be the lacquer that I'm using, but anyway, I ended up dropping the car at one point and having to do the whole car from scratch again, as in results of, you know, stripping it back. And then for whatever reason it didn't want to take the paint off properly, so I was left with this gloopy mess. And so what I've done is I've put that car to one side. I have got all the paint off it now subsequently, but I was running out of time. I was taking my time with the car, not rushing it, because I had a whole week to work on it. So I had to basically then use the other spare 66 Dodge Charger that I had, because it was quicker and simpler just to start, because the paint comes off so much easier than it does when you've put the paint on yourself. So I haven't thrown the other car away, or the shell, so I have got a complete car still, but I'm going to do a different custom with that piece, with that car at some point. And I'll show you what I've done with the other body shell. So just get the camera right, and here it is. So let's get a bit of zoom and get the camera right, so just bear with me. So there it is. I don't know how well this is going to come up. Let's get some better light on it. Let's turn that light off. I've got a bit of a struggle at the minute between natural light. I've got my curtain closed because the sun's blinding me. But anyway, so this is what it's ended up like. So this is half the car from last week and the other car's body shell, if that makes sense. And like I said, the reason I've done that is because, like I said, when I had to start from scratch again, I was running low on time because it was taking so long to get it all off, and it wasn't stripping off. It was taking so long to strip for some reason. Usually when I stick a car in my strip pot, within half an hour to 45 minutes, sometimes an hour, it's all gone. And yeah, I don't know what's happened, but anyway, I've got most of it off now. So I had to use the other car's body shell to get on, so I wouldn't have been able to make the video tonight. And also, this is set slightly different. The car is slightly different now. So the other car was the same colour as this, but it had no tampos on it. I just basically detailed the car up, and wasn't going to go like heavy tampos. What I did tampo was the rear light, or should I say decal. I decaled the rear light. I actually got, rather than paint it, I thought if I put a decal right across, it will be so neat. But unfortunately, I only had one I could use as a light bar. So I was sort of stuck, and I didn't really fancy trying to paint that freehand. It's quite a long, I mean, I'm pretty good at delicate painting, but... So I looked up 1966 Dodge Charger NASCARs, if they did, because I'm not clued up on NASCAR particularly. And they did do some. And I don't have any NASCAR stickers in my collection. I only have, or should I say, decals. I only have advertisement decals in my collection. I've got quite a lot. I have no numbers, unfortunately, or no names. So what I did is I seen that in the NASCAR version of the 66 Charger, I can't remember whose it was, they did have it. They don't tend to have the rear light that goes right across from the left to right. They tend to have separate split up tail lights on the NASCARs that go around the circuit. So I thought, well, I can cheat then, I can do that. So that's what I've done. I think if you look closely, you can see they say, well, I can't even see what it says, to be honest, Firestone. But I thought they'd make good lights, nice and neat. And I placed the decals on the car in the same place as the NASCAR was looking up, except the decals are different. Like I said, on the car I looked up, it had a number there, a number on the roof. But I haven't got numbers, so I used Texaco stickers. But it has turned out well. The paint's gone nice, the lacquer's a lot better. It is bright green, like grass green, as you can see. It has got a green interior. I'll try and see if I can get some extra light on it to see if we can. Like I said, I don't know how well this is coming out, but it has got a green interior now. So there we go. Like I said, I can't really see much through the viewfinder. Let's try a bit of extra zoom. So it's turned out quite nice. Let's turn that light off. I don't think it's doing anything really. There you go. You can see I painted the interior. Funnily enough, the interior was black plastic. I repainted it metallic black and then painted the seats in the same colour green as the body. But it does look pretty good, the interior. But I'll see if I can get some extra light. Just no, I can't do it. Let's see if this helps. Bear with me 2 seconds. I'm trying to get the curtain. Is that going to stay there? Right, sorry about that. I was trying to get some more light, natural light. But like I said, I'm happy with it. It's pretty cool. This was a bit of a rush job in the end, so I took all week, and if I'd have done the original car, I think, I don't know, I'm happy with this. There you go, the underneath. And I didn't go with the exhaust and the prop shafts in the end because I have my little hand drill, and I snapped the little, I only have one drill piece, and I needed to do some drilling to actually make it stay on because the glue, it wouldn't have stuck properly, it would have just kept falling off. So I will do the exhausts and the prop shaft details on the next one I do, but when I've got a new drill bit for my miniature hand, my little hand drill, because that's what I needed to do, is drill some little holes and then slide it and glue it, rather than just glue it to this. It would have just pulled off the paint. But like I said, I think it's turned out pretty good, considering, like I said, a little bit of lack of ringing going on there. I mean, the weather's perfect over here at the moment. It's not too hot, it's not too cold, there was no wind. I think it's the lacquer I'm using, but it is pretty cool. So, but anyway, with that, let's put the car down. That is this week's custom. I'm already working on my next one for next Friday, so stay tuned for that. Obviously you won't see what that one is now, because obviously it's not going to be a two-parter. But anyway, with that, please like, share, subscribe. Stay tuned for more Friday night customs and vintage Matchbox Mondays, and on a Wednesday it's movie car mania and all that good stuff. I will be doing a challenge video this weekend. There's a few challenges to catch up on, but anyway, with that, I'll see you all very soon. Thank you very much for watching. Take care.